What's up, everybody? This is Mico, the entrepreneur. I am here with a special guest. She's a self-published author. We actually met at the women's expo at the Dr. Phillips Golf Club, like a couple
Yes.
of weeks ago. And I remember when she was one of the speakers, and I think she was the first speaker. But she got up there and, she was, okay, I'm going to tell my story. So she had a few minutes to tell a story. And actually, for the ones you couldn't be there, right? Because you were not there, but you missed out on something good. So,
Yes.
anyway, she's going to tell her story tonight. So, please, 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 please welcome Nikki.
Hello, everybody. So, yeah, I'm a self-publisher. I just recently published my first book. It's called A Life of Little Nikita. And the book is about me and my upbringing, the struggles, the hardships, you know, thinking that I couldn't go no further than where I was. And growing up in poverty, we all have big dreams and goals. Sometimes those goals do not go as planned. So yeah, I just kept striving, kept going. I didn't let anything get in my way, but it was bumps and along the way, but I made it. And this book basically states all those things that I went through, and it tells ways um that I took to get out of those different obstacles. I talk about my abuse, where I talk about motherhood, which is hard. We don't have instructions on how to be a parent. That's a day to day struggle that I'm still learning to keep these kids happy. So, yeah.
So, with your book, when you when you started writing your book, did you want like a step by step type of self-help book, or was it more of a memoir?
Actually, it's a poem book. I've been writing poems since I was 13. So, those was just, I pulled 10 poems out of my notebook, 10 personal poems, and I just said, let me publish those and see if it can reach somebody else to help them. It wasn't me just sitting down deciding to write a book. I just pulled out something special to me that I felt like can help somebody else.
Okay. Who
Yeah.
is your self-publisher? Like, who did you
Um,
publish with?
it's called Transform Publishing. Uh,
Transform. Okay.
yes, they're out of Brevard County in Cocoa.
Oh, so they're here.
Yes,
Okay. Um,
yeah. It's a lady
I
from my
went.
mom's church, so she have a big publishing company.
Okay. I'm gonna look
Mhm.
them up. I'm a self-published author as well, and I have like five little small books. And
Okay.
I wrote one about food delivery. Wrote one about
Okay.
grocery delivery, and then I have three that I wrote about. I used to do this blog when I was a graduate student, and I was working with my sister friend nonprofit. So I was kind of like the liaison. I was doing
Right.
an internship. So my job was to keep up with the blog. So I would post questions and then place the answer afterwards, and then other people would answer. And then over the years, I just thought it was some interesting stuff because then it was nice, like the stuff I was writing. I
Yes.
said, other people need to read this. So I put it
Yep.
in a small little book. So I call it a pocket guide. So that's what
Okay.
I have five pocket guides. I don't really call them books per se because they're not thick. They're just small
Right.
little pocket guides. So
Okay.
yeah, so I started with this company. I had to download the software, and it was
Right.
okay. I didn't have to put any upfront cost or anything. Uh, I I sold about maybe 100 or so books, and it was okay. It was okay. But then over the years, it's just, oh, on Amazon, I'm
Yes.
yeah,
I
it's
do most of
hard
my
because
selling
Amazon.
personally.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amazon take 50% plus a fee.
Yes,
So I was
ma'am.
really making like $2 or
Shipping and
$3 for
printing.
the book.
Yes. Yep.
So, but so I know that you want people to buy your book. Where can they purchase your book?
Barnes and Nobles, Walmart, and also Amazon.
You're at Wal. I get
Yes, honey.
what?
Walmart. And I
Like
have the ebooks as well.
so paperback Walmart. I can go into my Walmart up here on.
Well,
I'm pointing like you
I
know where
think
it
it's
is.
per order. Yeah, you have to do it online though. You got to order them
Okay,
online.
so it's online. So it's
Yeah.
not in the
Yes.
store.
No, it's
I
not
was
in the
about to
store.
say like I'm coming to get my. You gonna
There's
meet me at
author,
Walmart.
baby.
You gonna meet me at Walmart, and I want my autographed copy.
Yeah, you have to order it. So I'm gonna say
Okay.
online Walmart.
Okay. No, that's
Yes.
good. How did you get
Mhm.
that? Because I didn't have that option.
The publisher, she set up everything.
Really?
Yes, she did a lot. She went above and beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. You said
Mhm.
transform publishing.
Yes, ma'am. Her name is
All right.
Diana. She's very sweet lady.
Diana
Yes.
with an A. All right.
Mhm.
So, audience, if you're watching, listening to this conversation right now,
Mhm.
and you're a self-published author and you want to get your book in
Yes.
Walmart, Barnes and Noble, I'm not even in Barnes and Noble. I'm just on Amazon.
Listen, she set it all up, and I was like, okay. We did the book covering. We did that together. You know, she's
Okay.
very hands on. She helped me through the whole process, and she was going with different ideas, and I was like, no, I don't like that. No, I want that. So then I decided, let me put my own picture in the background. I'm sorry about the
That's what
lighting,
I'm
but
talking about.
we
No,
can
it's
do
okay.
all that, but just let me put me, let me design it the way I wanted it to be designed. And she made all that happen. So,
Wow. Now, do you
yes.
mind discussing the cost?
Oh, so
Okay.
I got, let me see. I think it was like $938 or something like that. Yeah,
Total?
total. Because it's
No
only
additional
probably
cost.
no additional cost. It was 74 pages.
74 pages. Okay.
Um, yeah. I think I got yeah, it was only like it wasn't expensive at all. And what she had me to do at the beginning is put like a down payment. So you don't
Okay.
pay your full cost until it's completed.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is the cost of the book?
The book is 12.99
Okay.
and
So,
the
twelve ninety
ebook
nine.
is I think 8.99.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I am so proud of you. That's good.
Yes,
That's
ma'am. Thank
good.
you.
Um,
I
so,
just stepped out on faith.
and that's what you have to do.
Mhm.
So with I don't know if you want to like maybe pick a chapter or two like from your book and kind of like expound on that, or if you just want to
Sure.
just share your story.
Um I found a little short poem to read because at the end
Okay.
of each poem, I
Mhm.
have like sheets where you can write,
Oh, okay.
because I ask questions at the end of each poem.
Okay.
For instance, I'm gonna read a I'm sorry, I'm just going
No, it's
through.
okay.
I'm gonna read "You Can Do It."
Okay.
It's about my mom, and she was on drugs majority of my life. So the book is mainly to inspire someone that your prayers or your goals is not going to happen overnight. It takes time and you can't give up on it. You got to continue to pray and stay on it. Don't just say, okay, it didn't happen here, that it's not going to happen. My thing, I always say that it's delayed and not denied. You got to wait on it if you
Well,
want it. So, majority of my life, like I stated at the women's event, I would say probably 80% of my life I prayed to have that relationship with my mom because she had an addiction. So I didn't get it until 2021. A lot of people probably lost a lot of people during the pandemic, but I gained my mom back from
okay.
that, from her sickness. And so it's called You Can Do It. I had so much hurt in my heart because your habits tore us apart. You chose your life over mine and left me and my sisters all behind. But you have made a huge turnaround. You still fall short, but you never let us down. I love you now more than ever. You can do it, so never say never. I'm here when you need me, just a phone call away. If I don't answer, just get on your knees and pray. God will answer your calls. That's who saved you. That's who saved your life after all. And it says by Nikki Black. And I just got where, stay focused. And
Oh,
yeah. Yes, ma'am. So at the end
okay.
of each
So
one, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I don't mean to interrupt you. I need an
No, go
autograph
ahead.
copy.
I'm sorry.
I want my autograph copy. So we
Yes.
gonna have to meet. We gonna have to meet somewhere. You're local too. Oh yeah, you're gonna give me
Yes,
an
ma'am.
autograph copy.
No problem.
Go ahead and finish. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am. Oh, no, no, no. I was just gonna say, before the journal prompts, I have Bible scriptures for like each situation that I went through. What prayers kept me going, and what scriptures to turn to help you with that particular situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know that we all in our families have like some type of drug addiction or
Mhm.
other type of situations that happen in our families.
Right.
Now, with certain people, they think addiction is a mental illness. Do you think addiction is a mental illness, or you think it's a choice that started from, let's just
Trump.
say, smoking?
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm trying to put it in perspective this way first.
Okay.
So you start with smoking, right? You need
Mhm.
something a little stronger. So then you go to marijuana.
Mhm.
Then you need a little something stronger. Then you go to, I can't really say the things because I'm monetized,
Yes.
but
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? You take it to the next level each time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
I
no
agree.
one made you smoke that cigarette, regardless if it was at home at an early age or you were out with
Mhm.
your friends or whatever. No one told you to take that first puff of a cigarette,
Right.
right? No one
Mhm.
made you smoke the marijuana, right? No
Right.
one made you go to the next level.
Yes.
So when certain people say drug addiction is a mental illness, I have a bias on it.
Well, from my opinion, I would say it's also a choice because I never smoked cigarettes, but I did smoke marijuana. And when it got to the point that I no longer had the desire for that taste, I didn't like the feeling anymore. I had the choice to stop. Not that, oh, I need something stronger or I want to go to a different level of high. I don't want this altogether. I don't like the feeling of that it's giving me. So it's a choice that you make for yourself.
So with the choice that people make, and I don't want to get into, you know, people vices and what's right
Right?
and what's wrong, but I think in general, in order to stop what you want to do, it's mind control, right?
Yes. It's all mental. And it's about what you want also. If you have goals, your goals aren't gonna let you do for me. I'm gonna just speak for me.
Okay.
if you have a set standard of goals or where you're trying to take yourself, and it's negative things, negative speed bumps or whatever in your way, either you're going to go around them or you're going to continue to let it slow you down. So it's all about what you want and how far you're willing to go,
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
No, I agree. Um, so when you found out that your mom had a drug addiction,
hmm
like how old were you? And then like were you in denial?
Um, probably when I was like 8, and at the
Really?
beginning, I didn't. I can't say I was in denial. I'm. I was the only child for so long
Okay.
till I turned like 8. So that's when my little sister came along, and then it came to the fact that I didn't want to share her with nobody else. So I went to live with my grandmother. So
Okay.
half of the time I couldn't really see the addiction because I didn't live with her. I just started seeing the
Okay.
changes.
Mm.
Yeah.
So the change is like mom is there, but she's not there.
No, she was always there. The parent, your appearance going to change. The way you carry
Okay.
yourself, the way you
Okay.
she just started doing what she was supposed to do, if that made sense.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
she had to end up coming to live with me and my grandmother.
And that's when you
So
saw it more because it was
yeah,
like
the
in your face more.
responsibilities is not adding up. Things like that.
Okay.
You, yeah.
All right. Now I met your mom at the Women's
Mhm.
Expo,
Yes.
and she is the crowd stopper, boy. Like she
Yes,
was
she is.
like, oh my gosh, I had so much fun with
Yes.
her.
She came a
And
long way.
yes, and I told her, you know what? I'm glad that you're here. Because a lot of times, I
Mhm.
mean, you know, some people, for some families, they give up on you. When you
Yeah.
have a some type of drug
Yes,
addiction,
ma'am.
it's like, but I'm glad that you didn't give up on her. I'm glad that she
Mhm.
didn't give up on herself. I'm glad
Yes.
that she looked peaceful when she was there. She was like the life
Very
of the
happy.
party.
She is.
Life of the
That's my best friend.
party.
Yes, as my best
She is
friend.
so much fun. Um,
Mhm.
so now that um, you have your relationship together
Mhm.
again, I know it's like, especially with Mother's Day. So happy belated Mother's Day.
Yes, thank you.
Um,
You
how
too if
was
you're the
that?
mom.
Thank you.
Mhm.
How has life been since now that you have her back in your life, like 100%?
Um, she's always been there, but she's been more of I always see her more of my sister because that's my grandma baby
Okay.
daughter.
Okay.
So and then we grew up in the house together like that. So I always seen her more of my big sister. But once my grandma passed, it was like, okay, I need a mother again. Like I need that mother figure again. And now that she's got herself together, I can call on her for anything. If I'm down, I know I can call her for a laughter, or she wake me up every morning. That's my alarm clock. So I look forward to that every day. That's who I wake up to every day to speak with. So
Aw.
yeah,
Now are you
yeah.
from Orlando?
I'm from
Oh, you from okay.
Cocoa, Florida. Yeah,
Um, how is it there? I always wanted to visit. Not to get off subject, but
it's small. If you
it
go too
is.
far, you miss it. So it's not Cocoa Beach. Once you get from Orlando, you go through Christmas. If you keep
Oh,
going
that
down
way.
50. Mhm. You go
Okay.
50 too far, you passed it. Now you're on Merritt Island, then you're gonna reach Cocoa Beach. So it's a little
Okay.
smaller box. Yeah,
Okay.
very
Okay.
small.
Now, how is it with you and your children? Like, um, do you sit down and have those tough conversations about drugs and smoking and trying to be with the
Yes.
in crowd?
Well, my twins, they're going to be 25 in like 3 weeks. And
Wait,
then I have a
25.
mm-hmm.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Really?
So
Twins.
I just turned 44 in February. Yes. Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, so they'll be 25. They good girls. Very
Okay.
good girls. They still at home, no babies. One getting ready to graduate from Valencia. They're both
Okay.
managers.
Congrats.
Yeah, one is a manager at McDonald's, one is a manager at Ross.
Okay.
Great kids. So now I'm
So
working on my
have
9-year-old.
okay. Oh, so you have a 9-year-old. Okay.
I got a little boy, yeah.
So 25, 9. What happened?
Listen, I started all over. They 15 years apart. I was like, I don't know what happened. I almost named that child Messiah, baby. I don't know how he got here. Shoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so have you thought about like creating like a business where because they have the management skills, they're in management roles right
Mhm.
now. And
Yeah.
then you have like being a self, published author.
Mhm.
Have you thought about creating like a business between you three or even including your mom?
I have. My daughter also write poems,
Oh, really?
and I'm
Okay.
trying to push her to do her book at the time. But I also do bail bonds. So I've been trying to maneuver them to get into that with me, but I don't think
Okay.
that's their career goal. So I also, I'm in criminal justice. I do
Okay.
private investigation, notary signing. So I got a lot of different things going on, but you can. I don't think they have that same. They don't want what I want
Okay. So
in those
they're
type of fields. I'm gonna say that in those type of fields, we're not in the
okay.
same field zone.
Hey, I might need a PI.
Listen, I'm here. I'm ready. I stay on go, baby. I'm ready.
Wow. So you know what? That's interesting. Do you mind talking a little bit about that briefly? Because I know my audience, they come in, they watch different things. Because I started out
Mhm.
gig related, doing food delivery. So most of my
Right.
audience, they're, either doing DoorDash or Uber Eats or some type of food delivery.
Okay.
But if, maybe someone's watching right now and they want to know about bail bonds. They want to know about how to be a private investigator. I'm laughing because I
Yes.
really do need one.
Yes.
And to
Listen.
be a notary. So if you can just
Okay.
touch on each one, like maybe 5-10 minutes or so. Let's start with bail bonds. How you get it? How did you get into that?
Okay. So I've been doing bail bond since 2012, and my sister started out first, and
Okay.
I decided to take the course over at Hillsborough Community College because criminal justice has always been our background, but I wanted
Okay.
to be a um, juvenile probation officer. And I just love working with kids and less fortunate kids. But I ended up doing the bail bonds instead. And it's not hard, it's very easy, but it's time consuming. And it's something that you have to do your background on before just jumping out thinking that the funds are good. But because if a bond is $10,000, all you're looking at is you getting that thousand up front because the 10%. But if that
Okay.
person missed court, you're responsible for that full 10,000 to give to that court. Or you can lose your license. You can be not suspended, but you can get sued. For that money. So you got to make sure you're securing those bonds when you writing them with the underwriter.
Interesting. I never well, I hope I never have to need
Yeah.
any bail bond in the future.
Mhm.
But I always wonder, like when people say, "Oh, they're out on bond," and then they had to put up this or that. No,
Yes.
that's interesting.
Collateral.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm glad I asked that question. So you
Mhm.
don't need a degree per se, but you need
No.
like some courses.
You have to have your courses, and you have to
Okay.
every 2 years you have to renew them. But you have to
Okay.
have your diploma before you can do any of that, and no felonies or nothing like that. So let me go
Okay.
back just a little bit, um,
Okay.
because I said no felonies. The reason also that I wrote the book is to inspire people that just because you start down the path on the wrong path doesn't mean that's where your destiny going to end. Because I had a felony. I was 19 and I did some things. I was in the streets living a different life, and I got a felony charge, and I was told, "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that." They took all my rights and everything. But never let no one else determine where you going, and let nobody put in your ear what you can't do. Because I felt like, the God that I serve, I can do anything. So
Amen.
I decided to prove everybody wrong. That's another thing that pushed me so hard. I'm going to show you what you say is not true. So I got my case sealed. I got all my rights back. I did
Mm.
everything that I was told I could not do. So just because you have a felony or something like that, that doesn't mean that your life is over or you can't do nothing. That's the end of it, because it's
Amen.
not.
Amen.
It's not.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. It seemed like you changed your mindset,
Mhm.
and but you already had the drive in you.
Yes.
You got into some things, whether it was illegal or not, or
Right.
whatever, but you know, you did what you had to do to survive.
Yes.
And so when you already have that plus, so survival plus drive,
Mhm.
motivation, those are skills that they're not easy. You know what I mean? Like people
Yes,
think like,
ma'am.
oh, well, you got to have drive and motivation to go do that. Go ahead and go do it. No, that takes time
It
because
does.
one, you got to change your mindset.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know,
you
you
do.
have to you have to tell yourself, you know what? I need to go out and make $167 today. How I'm going to
Today.
do it, I don't know, but I need to
Mhm.
make that and I can't come home, right? So food
Without it.
delivery, let's just right. So like with food delivery, maybe my goal is $167, right? Whether I do it in 5 hours or 10 hours, I need to
Mhm.
make sure I make that before I come home. And
Right.
so for other people, they'll say, well, you know what, I need to find a job, or I need to go and get a husband, or I need to go get a wife and I'm not coming home. That's the same
Yeah,
mentality. You know what I'm
it is.
saying? So I'm glad that we kind of touched on that. Now, with you say you started in 2012.
Yes.
Now, are you like your own boss or you work for a company?
No, I work for a company, and the
Okay.
reason being is that's a lot of liability for one, and two,
Oh,
I also do nursing
okay.
full time. So I like caring for the patients that I care for, because majority of them have cancer. So I like what I'm doing also in that field.
Okay. One more question before we move on to the
Mhm.
next subject. So, would you say for someone who first you have to take your courses and
Yes.
then you want to work with a company until you're
You have
able
to
to work for
intern.
yourself? Okay.
You have to intern for a year, before you can get that's what your temporary license. So you have to find someone that'll intern you. And a lot of people don't want to intern you because they feel like you're going to become their competition.
Really?
hmm So before you just decide to take the course, make sure you know someone that's willing to intern you. Yeah.
Wow. That's
And if they
okay.
intern you, sometimes they'll give you a 2-year non-compete. So you have to sign a non-compete saying that you can't go out on your own for at least 2 years. And if you do, you got to be in a radius of that company. So there's a lot to it.
Interesting. Okay. I
hmm
do like when I'm doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, I have dropped off at different bail bonds.
Mhm.
Is it along John Young?
I started with Moncrief when I first
Okay.
started out. Yep.
Okay. All right.
I started with
I
Moncrief.
was like,
Yes.
"Oh, this is it," because they got them like I think it's a side
Lined
by
up.
side. Yeah,
Mhm.
they got them like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
That was an awesome
uh,
company though. That was
okay.
Bruce Moncrief. Very nice guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, now the next subject is a PI. I need a PI.
Listen.
So how did you get
Well,
into
that go hand in hand with the bail bonds because
okay.
when a person don't show up for court and you have to go out and look for them, you have to, we call it sitting on them. You got to go and sit out and check out the locations of where they was at. So that's the same
A
thing as a private
stakeout.
investigation. Yep. So you got to see if they going in and out their house. I know they used to be over here, so mhm. Yep. But a lot
Chicago
of good
style.
you got to. That's why Dog the bounty hunter, we can't call it bounty hunters in Florida, but he I know why he go and do what he do and why he chasing them the way he's chasing them. Yeah, it's a lot.
So what
Yeah.
is the so that's from the same company as well.
With the private
Or that's
investigation.
through a different, yeah, or that's the
Yeah, it's the
different
same company.
different company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I
So
got kind of grandfathered in because I've been a bail bondsman so long. So it's hand in hand. But if you're just going out to
okay.
be a private investigator, it's the same thing. You have to intern, and
Okay.
the course is a little longer.
Okay. And those courses could be taken like at a community college.
Yes, I don't know if they have them at a community college. You could just go online and they have people like security guards, agents that have their own company.
Okay.
They can sponsor you or something like that. It's different little companies that does it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
I'm gonna give
ma'am.
me a PI.
Call me.
I will in the future. I'm gonna need you in the future. Um, so with the notary, my sister is a notary out
Mhm.
in Indiana, but
Okay.
how so someone watching, how can someone become a notary, and is it like a class you have to take, and like
Mm-mm.
what is like the setup fees, and is it a renewal and things of that sort?
Yes. So with the notary, I think it's like 125. You just go online. I
And that's
think
for
it's
Florida, right?
yes.
Okay.
Notary commission. I forgot the name, but I just got my paper the other day. But
Okay.
it's NHA. I know that. I can't remember what it is. But you go on and you just sign up and you take the course. And that's just like reading through the little brochure, scanning through it, and take the course at the end. I mean the little quiz at the end, and then you get your certificate. And then you pay I think 125, and they send you your notary stamp, and it's good for I think 4 years.
Okay. So
Yeah,
125 for four
that's
years.
easy.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
because you have to pay for I think it's like $25 for insurance. So just in
Okay.
case if you go and notarize something for someone that you know or don't know, and that person now you have to go to court for that, you have backup. Everything you have to have insurance. All those three cars I just talked about.
So you need insurance. I didn't know they had insurance to be a notary.
Yeah, it's like 25,000 omission. It's kind of like a security for you.
I'm writing this
Yeah.
down.
Yes. And that's also with bail bonds.
Really?
You have to be under an insurance company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I know like at banks or credit unions,
Mhm.
sometimes for their customers, they may notarize something for free.
Yes.
So do you mind sharing like how much you charge to notarize, and is it
It's
different pieces of um, information that you charge more or less or whatever?
okay. So like if you go to FedEx, not FedEx, UPS, it's $10 a stamp. So if you got 5 pages, that's $50. Um, for more, it is it's called loan signing, like loan signing agent. So if you buying a house and the bank or either the realtor, they call me, send me out to your home for you to sign the documents for like the deed and everything like that. And it depends on how far you are from me. So it can be like 125, 150, things like that.
Really?
hmm So you can get good with it. Or also they have different notary sites that log in and like say today I'm off all day. I could have
Mhm.
been home just like the docket signing. That's a note. That's somebody on the other. That's someone like me, a notary, just accepting your docket signing. That's $5 for me each time because I'm under someone else's company. So it's like $5 each one you submit.
Okay, I got a new little gig hustle.
It is.
I don't need
It's
nothing
easy.
else. Trust me.
You listen. It adds up.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Because of course
Yep.
my sister does it for me because that's my sister.
Yeah.
But
But it's different for each state too, because like
right, yeah.
some states you can't charge over $7 or you can't charge over $5. And like I can do marriages. I did a marriage probably like 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, with your notary, you can marry someone.
Oh wow. All
Yep.
right. No. Wow. Okay. I
mhm.
like this because I'm learning something. I mean, you just brought
Yes.
in three pieces of information: bail bonds,
Mhm.
PI,
Yes.
um, and notary.
Mhm.
And I'm learning. Like I love interviews where I'm learning new things. Seriously,
Listen,
I
it
love
take you a
that.
long way. Yeah.
Okay. Any other gigs you got up under that? You know.
Well, I got life insurance certificate, but I haven't really gotten into that yet.
Okay.
But I want to. I just gotta find the right. I just can't work with someone that I gotta sit still because I got too
Oh, I see
much.
what you're saying.
I got too many avenues going along, so I can't just go sit at somebody's desk calling around for life insurance. It's something that if I'm going to do a bond, I can mention it. I need something I can
Mhm.
work on my own pace with
Okay.
that.
So
Yeah.
are you trying to do like adults, kids, families, singles? Like what type of
Anybody, because
okay.
everybody leaving here one day. I'm sorry, and we all need to be covered.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look at that. We had 38 minutes.
Yes. And
We
I'm
talked
enjoying
a
this
lot.
interview.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
So, any other so are you going to do a part 2 to your book?
Actually, I got one in mind. Well, it's in the book, in the back of the book. So it says in
Okay.
winter of this year, I'm going to put out another one that's called Life Has Gotten Better.
Okay. And that's the title?
So, yes,
Okay.
because it has.
Okay. Now, are you a chamber member with Dr. Phillips?
My little brother, Kenneth, he is the one that was hosting the show.
That's your brother?
Yes.
You're joking.
Yeah.
Kenneth, let me find his card.
Yeah. That's who. Yes. Yes.
Kenneth Carter.
A marathon freight. Yeah.
Wait, Kenneth Carter is your brother.
Yes. So that
Tell him you better answer.
that's who invited me out. He pushed me to do it. Well, he didn't push me. I'm not gonna say it like that. He encouraged me to do it.
Tell him to check his
Mhm.
spam
Yes,
junk folder, and answer my email. It's been a
I
week.
sure will. I beat him to the punch. Yeah,
I know
but
he
I'll tell
busy.
him. Yes.
I complimented him on his, outfit and his hair, mostly his hair.
Mhm.
I was like,
He's
that's a
very
good look for
outgoing.
you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said that's a good look for you.
Mhm. I loved it.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
So now I am with the African American Chamber of Commerce. I'm a new member. I've been a new member since February.
Okay.
And so I go back. Well, I try to go back. I didn't go March, but I went April. So
Okay.
every month they have their new orientation the last Tuesday of every month. So I went for April. I'm gonna go. I went. So May is coming up. So I'm gonna go to the one for May. And then I'm trying to go every month. So
Right.
come to one of the orientations just to see if you think it's a good fit for you. And then
I
I
would
do
love
a lot
to.
of networking there. Yeah. So
Yes.
what I'll do is actually I'll text you the link.
Okay.
And
I
then
would
you
love to do
can,
that.
yeah, sign up for the event. And it's the last Tuesday of every month
Okay.
from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Got it.
And then
I
you
can
get,
do that.
okay, yeah, I'll send you the link. And then hopefully we'll see you for May.
Sound good to
Um,
me.
now, what other things you have before we close? Do you have like a 1 year goal, 3 year goal, 5 year goal, 10 year goal that you would like to
I
share?
do. Um want to start speaking, like
Okay.
doing I want to say seminars, but I want to start speaking to people and just kind of like young adults, because that's our future. That's who's next in
Okay.
line. Just to let them know that to stay encouraged. Give them my
Mhm.
story. Let them know I came up in a rough environment. Thinking that things wasn't going to work out for me, and
Mhm.
I was stuck. But at some point, you have to remember the dreams that you had and
Yes.
not give up on them. So that's what happened for me. I remembered that I wanted to be a lawyer. I remember that I wanted to be a doctor. I didn't become those things, but I end up in those fields. I still
Mhm.
was designed to live it out and so to
Okay.
speak, you know. And just know that you can do all things if you put your mind to it. And you have to watch the crowd that you keep. I
No,
want
I
to start
agree.
speaking to young adults.
Okay. Well, I think I have something for you. I'm going to also send you the email uh,
Hmm.
to get you started. I don't know if you heard of BLI, B as in boy, L as in Larry, I as in Isaac. So it's balancing life issues.
Oh, that sounds good.
So
Interesting.
yeah, so basically you'll be the leader doing
Hmm.
seminars for like HR companies. So you're
I
a
gotta step my game
1099.
up.
You attend, well, they
Hmm.
require for you to have a laptop. So I was in the
Okay.
process. I've been with them since 2008
Hmm.
here in Florida, but then I moved and then I had them to update my information when I was in Nashville and Houston. And then now that I came back here, I had them to
Okay.
update my information, but they made some changes. And
Got it.
so one of the changes they made was you have to do a video of yourself now. You didn't have to do that then. Like you
Speaking.
have to answer
Yeah.
questions. So I
Okay.
think they give that to the client so
Okay.
they can know more about you. So I guess that was a change that they made. And then you have to like it's not a right or wrong quiz, but you have like this 10-question quiz that you have to take. I was like, man, I should have just never update
Kept
my
it.
information,
Yeah.
right? Because yeah,
Kept it going.
um, and now they require you to have a laptop. I think before you needed a laptop, but if you didn't have one, you could have put the PowerPoint slides on a thumbnail and take the
Mhm.
thumbnail there. Now they want you to
Okay.
have a laptop. So,
Okay.
but I'll
Well,
send
I
you
was
that
still looking to
information.
it. Yes.
Yeah, I'll send you that information so you can reach out to the contact that I'll put on there. But go to the
Mhm.
website and like look at stuff, and that can be helpful. And they pay
Yes.
really good. Like, I mean, they
Listen.
have like if you choose Orlando or if you choose Tampa or wherever in
Mhm.
Florida, and if you want to choose like other areas outside of Florida, you can do that as well. But
Okay.
sometimes they be like minimum $100 for an hour, and
I would love to do that.
all you doing is like talking. So you're talking to a group of people on their lunch break.
Mhm.
So usually it's hours of like 11 to 12 or 12 to 1 or 1 to 2, something like that. You're talking to a group of people at their company, and you have your slides, and then if they have questions, then you'll answer the questions. But trying to do all that in an hour, ain't nobody gonna have no questions. But I'm just saying,
Mm-mm.
easy
Listen, but it
money.
sounds yes, it sounds very interesting.
It's easy
I
money.
would love to try it.
Yeah. So I'll forward you that email
Okay.
that they sent to me about they had some spots at Disney, but they already covered
Full.
that.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'll send you that information. Also,
So they
the
give you, I'm
pod
sorry, they give you the topic to talk about?
right, so they give you the information.
Okay.
Yeah. They give you the information.
Okay.
So I said I'll work on that later because I already got enough going on right now anyway. But it's a good start for someone. You said you wanted to,
Mhm.
be a star doing speaking engagements. This will
Yeah.
help you get
Get out my
comfortable.
comfort. Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
this will help you get comfortable, and then you'll start doing your own speaking engagements. So yeah.
With no problem.
Um, and then also, have you heard of the Pod Fest?
Mm-mm.
All right, so I went to the Pod Fest this year. They had it at the Wyndham on iDrive,
Mhm.
and it was like a 4-day event, and they go to different states. I don't know where they are right now, but they go to different states like every month. So hopefully next year, and they started out in Tampa.
Okay.
So,
I would love. Listen, you put me up on game today.
I'm gonna send you
I
all that
need that.
information. I'm gonna send you all the information that I have that's gonna be able to help you. And that's what it's supposed to be about. You
Yes.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
So if you're able to go next year and it's in Orlando or Tampa,
Yeah.
please go. You're gonna meet so many YouTubers. You're gonna
Mhm.
meet so many podcasters. You're gonna meet so many different people. It's you talking about network in heaven. You
It's
should have saw
good.
me. It's on all that stuff is on my channel. I only did like maybe 3 or 4 videos, but that is on my channel.
Mhm. Listen,
But
I
yeah,
got to
I'll
get
send
some
you that
platforms
information
going. I don't have no platforms. I just
one at
got
a
to get on
time.
the. Yes.
I would say do the YouTube channel first.
Okay.
Yeah, do the YouTube channel first because that's going to take time for you to get the 1,000 subscribers and then the 4,000 watch hours. That's what really kills you, the watch hours.
Yes.
So if you can get the 4,000 watch hours first, and
Mhm.
then this, because the subscribers, they're going to come. Those are
Okay.
easy. Just like when I was at the
Yeah.
Women's Expo,
Mhm.
and I was like, go to, what
Let's
was I
get it.
doing? Hey, go to my channel. I got 2 channels because you're not going to subscribe to one and not the other. That's
Mhm.
the
That's
first thing
right.
that come out of my mouth. What was I doing?
Yep.
Every time somebody saw me, I was like, you got your phone? Go to YouTube.
Get on here. Yes.
So, I mean, you'll get the subscribers just by networking, but it's the watch
Mhm.
hours because you got to have good content for people to watch and be engaged, and
Yeah.
and that'll come with time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
Yes.
yeah. All right. Wow, 49 minutes. And look
We
at you.
did
You
good.
started out. You started out like, I don't know. I don't know.
I was having difficulty setting up. I
Well,
really enjoyed this.
yes, I'm glad.
I
And you know
did.
what? Whenever you need a part two, part three, you coming out
Mhm.
with another book or you have some other goals. Hey, Mico, let me get another interview.
Yes.
I like the first one. Let me do a part
Mhm.
two, part three. I'm always here. So it doesn't
Okay.
have to stop with this one.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any last words before I close out?
No, I just want the viewers to know that you can do all things. Always believe in yourself and never give up.
Okay. All
That's it.
right.
Never give up.
All right, guys, as I close out, I want to say thank you for watching this interview. Now, if you're watching this for the first time and worry, please feel free to leave her some comments at the bottom
Yes.
so she can go ahead and reply to them. Maybe something she said throughout this interview, even if you have to go rewatch it again, make sure you reach out to her if you have any situations, because guess what? The same things that you're going through, she probably already did it, master it,
Mhm.
and now she's sharing her story so she can be able to help you. So if
Right.
you have any comments and you can relate to this interview, make sure that you leave them in the comments below and she'll reach out to you. Also, if you have any interest in being a PI, bail bonds, notary, life insurance, because she's touching on
Yep.
that, and just being a self published author. If you have those questions, make sure you leave them in the comments below. Also, I want to thank my audience for always supporting me. So, thank you so much. Thank you for being a subscriber. Make sure your subscription turn into a membership, because moving forward is going to be some really good um, giveaways. So, I just want to put that in your ear so you don't be mad at me when I have a membership giveaway and you're not in it.
You missed it.
Um, right. But other than that, thank you guys. Make sure you give this interview a thumbs up so more people can see it in the YouTube world and it can touch other people. Please share it and leave a comment. And like I said, thumbs up. All right, guys. Thank
That's
you for
right.
watching. And I'll see you in the next interview.
All right. Have a good one.